there and welcome back. Today's video we're going to be testing out new products from Wet n Wild. They just released their 2019 collection and there are a ton of products in it. We have a new stick foundation to try out, some liquid eyeshadows, we have some new lip glosses, we also have some setting sprays, highlighters, bronzers, we have it all. So we're going to be testing them all out in today's video and also creating this look. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we have three different boxes that they sent over. So the first one is the prime and foundation. So inside of this one, we have their new foundation sticks. This is the PHOTOFOCUS foundation sticks. And then we also have new primer waters as well. So they sent me over 4 different shades of the foundation stick, but it looks like it does come in 21 different shades. And then we also have the primer waters. So they sent over rose, coconut, and cucumber. So these are gonna be $4.99 and the foundations are only gonna be $5.99. So super affordable. A little bit of a claim on the foundation. So it says perfect for everyday use or while on the go. Keep this portable stick in your purse, pouch. So it glides on seamlessly, even tone, moisturized skin. The creamy buildable texture provides medium to full coverage with a soft satin finish, suitable for everyday selfie moments. This is supposed to not have any flashback or anything, so that's nice. And then the primer waters are going to be used to prep the makeup and also to set your makeup. So you can use these as a setting spray or as a prepping spray. And then they also sent over the bronzer and highlight bundle. So in here we have some new products. So we have bronzers, which they did release bronzers. I believe that was with the Fire and Ice collection, I think, and those ones were limited edition. So we have their new Color Icon bronzers. So in here you have 4 different shades. These are going to be $4.99 each. We also have their MEGAGLO loose highlighting powders. So those are going to be $6.99 and they come in 4 different shades. And then they also released 2 new shades of their MEGAGLO highlights. So these are like their highlighting powders. So we have Bloom Time and Awesome Bloom, and those are going to be $4.99. So those are just like 2 new shades to the MEGAGLO collection. Here's what that box looks like. So we have the 4 different bronzer shades, the 4 different loose highlights, and then the 2 new powder highlights. So inside of this last one here, we have these new lip products. So these are their brand new MEGALAST liquid catsuit. So these are high shine lipsticks. They're supposed to be like their matte lipsticks, but they're actually going to be a gloss formula. It's supposed to be a high pigmentation gloss. There are 13 different shades of those. And then we also have the MEGALAST liquid catsuit liquid eyeshadows. And there are 13 shades of those. Those are going to be $4.99 and the lipsticks are $4.99 as well. So we have some really fun colors and then also like some more neutral colors of the liquid eyeshadows. So I'm so excited to dig into all this stuff. Obviously, we're not going to be able to swatch everything because that would take forever. I want to kind of just do like a first impressions testing out stuff. So I'm actually going to start with one of the primer waters. So this one here is the coconut one. I love the scent of coconut, so I'm most excited to try out this one and we'll see. I feel like I've tried the Wet n Wild setting spray before and I did like it, so we'll see about these new priming waters. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face. It smells really nice. Smells like coconut. And the mister was pretty nice on it as well. So I'm kind of just going to let that soak into my skin and then we will try out one of the foundation sticks. So for the foundation, it looks like the shades that they sent over are pretty dark. So all 4 of these shades are pretty dark. The only one that I feel like probably could work is this one, which is Classic Beige. But I still feel like that's going to be pretty dark. They sent creamy beige and then also they sent over buff beige and golden honey. So those are those. But I'm going to go ahead and try out this one here, which is Classic Beige, which again, I think is going to be a little bit dark for me, but we'll just have to give it a try. The component of this kind of reminds me of the Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD stick. Yeah, this is way too dark. We'll just have to give it a try. The formula actually, when I'm putting it on my skin, feels like that as well. So I'm just going to put a decent amount on my skin. This is supposed to be a medium to full coverage foundation. We're definitely going to have to work it down our neck. I don't typically love stick foundations. I personally prefer more of a liquid foundation. I definitely think that this formula is a little bit thick as far as blending it out with a beauty blender. The coverage on this, I don't know if I'd consider it like a full coverage because it's definitely not covering like my moles or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a second layer. It doesn't have a strong scent, which is good because their PHOTOFOCUS foundation, like the original one, has a very, very strong scent. Kind of reminds me of like, almost like paint in a way, but this doesn't have barely a scent at all, so that is good to note. I'm definitely gonna work this down my neck because it's definitely not our shade. So I feel like the coverage actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not full coverage by any means, but I think if I used a brush, I would have probably got a little bit more coverage out of the foundation. I prefer using a sponge when it comes to foundation, so I'm gonna keep using the sponge, but I feel like if I had used a brush, it probably would have got a little bit more full coverage, but I actually kind of like the finish that it's giving. I think it looks really natural on the skin, and I prefer it to be more of like a medium coverage instead of full coverage. So looking at it close up, it doesn't look thick or anything on the skin, which sometimes I have that issue with the stick foundations, which is why I don't like them. They tend to look a little bit crepey on me, but I don't think that this one looks like that. It's also dried down really nicely. It feels like really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like thick or anything like I was saying. And I'm surprised it dried down so fast. Like I don't even feel like I'd have to set it, like it's fully dry. I am gonna move on to concealer. That way we can go ahead and start with the rest of the products. I'm just using this one from Doll 10. This is their HydraLux concealer. I'm just gonna conceal really quickly with this, and then we will move on to the bronzer. Okay, so I applied a little bit of translucent powder to my under eyes. We're gonna move on to the bronzer now. So there are 4 different bronzers, a part of this new collection. And I'm thinking the one that's gonna work for me is the Ticket to Brazil. It's kind of like a little bit orange, but I think that this one will work. And then they also have one that has shimmer in it as well. This one is Palm Beach Ready. That one kind of has like a little bit of shimmer in it. So I wanna try both of these out. All right, so there's what both of those look like. I really like the new packaging on these. It's a little bit larger than the previous packaging. They used to be in the same ones as their MEGAGLO highlighters, so I like this new, like a little bit larger packaging. I think it makes it easier with bronzer especially. So I'm gonna go in with my brush from Fair Brushes with the shade Ticket to Brazil. And this one is just a matte bronzer, and I'm going to dust this all over my face just to bronze this up a little bit. I don't think that color is too off. I think it's actually pretty nice. It's gonna go nicely with this foundation shade. So I'm picking up a decent amount, pretty much just gonna bronze my entire face. I did like the bronzers that they came out with the other collection. I do still have those, and I do use them quite often. I really liked the formula of them, especially for Wet n Wild being so affordable. I love finding affordable bronzers at the drugstore because I feel like a lot of times I use a lot of high-end bronzers, so I like finding a little bit more affordable ones. So I'm gonna go in with the shimmery one now and kind of just dust it over top, see how glittery it is because I'm curious about it. I don't really see, let me look a little closer. I see like a little bit of sheen, but nothing too crazy. I think that this would be nice just as like a little topper, just to give you like a little something extra, maybe if you weren't gonna highlight as much. Like, see how much highlight it kind of put on my nose? Definitely has a shimmer in it, but it's not anything that's gonna like emphasize like texture or anything like that. So I'm gonna dust away this bake that we have on our under eyes, and then we'll go ahead and try out the highlighters. All right, so I'm gonna try out the loose highlighters because I'm most excited about these. So here is the 4 different colors of those. So I'm thinking the top one will probably work best for me, and then also this middle one here. So this one is You Glow Girl. This one looks like it's kind of like a little bit more of a pink tint to it. And then we also have I'm So Lit, which looks like the fairest one out of all of them. So for the packaging, you would just have like your little sifter right here. It had the little plastic over top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put my cap back on. We'll flip a little bit out onto the cap just so we can get a little bit in the top here. All right, so now we've got quite a bit of highlight up there. So here's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and swatch it. We haven't done like any swatches so far, so we can see what it looks like swatched. Ooh, I'm so excited about this. I know a lot of people were raving about this when they came out with their other collection. Super pretty. So I'm just gonna apply this shade to the tops of my cheekbones. And yeah, that's really pigmented. Wow, okay. So we're gonna blend that out a little bit here because that's pretty intense. Remember, I just went in with like a tiny, tiny bit of it. So blend that out. It doesn't look as glittery as the MEGAGLO highlights. I feel like those do look a little bit glittery on the skin. I'm gonna apply a little bit more just to this high point right here. Like it has like a tiny bit of glitter in it, but I don't think it's as much as the like the Precious Petal one that everyone loves so much. All right, I feel like we are just like dripping right now, maybe too much. Like I said, I'm gonna try and kind of like blend this out a little on my nose because I feel like we're looking maybe a little too glowy. I kind of want to try a little bit of the You Glow Girl. I mean, we can't really apply much more highlight, but I'm gonna put a little bit on just to see what this shade looks like. And this one kind of has like a pink tint to it, so we'll just pop a little bit just on the high points. You can definitely see it has like a little bit of a pink tint to it, but it still looks like pretty wearable. Okay, so now that our complexion is done, we're gonna move on to the eyes and to the lips. So we're gonna be trying out the Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows and also the lip products. So when I was looking at these eyeshadows, there are 3 different formulas. So we have a cream formula, a liquid like shimmer formula, and a metallic formula. So I'm wondering about these cream ones, like what they're really like. I'm wondering if they are a dupe for the Huda Beauty ones because I just swatched one of them. And I went ahead and swatched it, and then, so I did like 2 dots here, and then I kind of blended it out, and it really looks like the Huda Beauty ones. Like the way that it's swatching, it kind of reminds me of hers. So I'm gonna try it out on the eyes the same way. I'm not exactly sure if that's how they're meant to be used. They're meant to more just like put all over the lid. I'm not exactly sure, but I am gonna try it out that way. So I'm first gonna go in with this one. This is a cream, and this one is in Camelback. And so I'm gonna apply them the same way I applied the Huda Beauty. Hers are called like the metal, matched metals or something like that. And I'm going to dot it. So I'm gonna do like 4 little dots here on my eye. Actually, let's do 5. And I'm going to blend it out with this brush from Moda. And let's see if this is how they are meant to be performed. I'm not exactly sure. I definitely think we can see some color payoff. Let's try a little bit more of a pigmented one. So I'm gonna try this one. So this one is the Off the Grind shade. And this one's kind of like a cool toned mauve shade. And so let's do that again. So we're gonna do 4, or let's do 3 on the outer corner. And we'll try to blend these out and see if it kind of dries down to a matte. Cool, so these are pretty much almost like a dupe to the Huda Beauty ones. I honestly feel like they're a little bit easier to work with because they don't seem to be drying down as fast as the Huda ones. I'm not sure if this is what these are meant for, like I said, but I mean, it's working. All right, so like I said, this is drying down matte, so like I can touch it and it's like fully dry, so we'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna try the shimmer liquid eyeshadow now. This is the Liquid Catsuit like shimmer version, and this one is in the shade Goldilocks. And so I'm gonna try this one to carve out my lid. Here's what it looks like, super, super pretty. So this is a shimmer one, and then we also have the metallic ones. And so let's try, I'm gonna try to like carve out a little cut crease here. I like the applicator. It just is like a standard applicator. It kind of reminds me of like a lipstick applicator. So I'm gonna see if we can't just like carve out a little cut crease here. So I wasn't sure if, like I said, if it was gonna be really, really sheer, but I feel like it gave us a lot of color payoff. So let's go ahead and do the other eye. I want to try out the metallic ones too, so maybe I'll try those out in a separate video. I want to see like how pigmented those are. Okay, so there are both lids did. This is so pretty for a drugstore product that is like $5. I'm so impressed right now. I want to see if we want to try out maybe another one of these shimmers. So this one is like a really pretty like purpley shade. This one is Fairy Tale Ending. It's kind of like a purple. This one's really pretty. I want to try this one maybe in just like the inner corner portion. I'm going to swatch it because it looks, yeah, it looks a little bit more purple than I was thinking, but let's go ahead and try that. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the inner corner. So I want to swatch one of the metallic ones. So this one is Shells and Whistle, which is like a coppery shade, just to see kind of how they compare to the liquid ones. So yeah, so these ones are just like more of a full-on color compared to the other ones have like more of a shine to them, like more of a glisten. This one's just like a complete like metallic full-on shade, which I feel like is gonna be really, really pretty when I blend it out. Look at that. Ah, so stunning. So I'm excited to try these out as well as these shimmers. There's so many more colors too. Like there's this dark purple one, which looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes and then we'll move on to our lip products. So I went ahead and applied some lashes. These are the Bella lashes, and then I also applied some lip liner because we're gonna move on to the lip products. This is just from NYX, and this one is in the shade Nude Pink. So we're gonna move on to the liquid catsuits. These again are called the Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipsticks. So there are a ton of different lipsticks in this collection. So I pulled, I think like the 4 that most interested me. We got a couple nudes and then a peach one and a like purpley one. So there are some of the swatches. They definitely seem very pigmented. So I think the one I'm leaning towards is like this middle one right here, like the nude shade. I think that one's really pretty. That one is called Caught You Bare Naked, which is cute. So I think I'm actually gonna mix that one with this pink one right here, like kind of do those two together. And this one is called Chick Got Real, which is cute as well. I like the names on these. So I'm first gonna start with that pink one, I think, and I'm gonna apply that one all over my lips, and then I'll apply the nude shade kind of to just give us a little contrast, like maybe apply that one just in the middle. So applying it, it does seem very pigmented. We're definitely getting a lot of color payoff. I am gonna go in with another layer. Feels comfortable so far on the lips. That color is really pretty. So let's go ahead and apply the nude shade, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this kind of just in the middle. So there we have those two together, and it kind of feels like, just feels like a regular lip gloss, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be sticky at all, which is what I hate in my glosses, is when they're like really sticky and like getting all over your teeth and stuff. But this one feels pretty comfortable so far. And then for the last thing, I'm going to go ahead and go into the new Mega Glow highlight. This one is in Bloom Time, and I am going to apply some of this to my inner corner to just give us a little bit something extra. And then after that, I think we'll be done. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this with my MAC 228 brush, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to my inner corner just to give us a little extra pop. I definitely feel like we need an inner corner highlight, and I wanted to try out this highlight and see what it looked like. So after the inner corner, I think we are finished. Just looking close up here, I do think the foundation actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Like I said, I don't really love stick foundations, but it doesn't look drying on my skin, which is what I normally deal with the stick foundations. I just feel like they look like really patchy and dry. I don't see that at all with this one. It dried down really nicely. It doesn't feel like it's getting oily at all, and I've been filming now for like a few hours. I feel like the highlight definitely looks really, really pretty. I don't think it's like picking up on any texture. I do notice like a little bit right here, but I pretty much get that with any highlights. The eyeshadow I think was a standout. I think that these glitters are so fun. And also the mattes seem to be staying. So I mean, that could be a possible dupe for the Huda Beauty ones. I will continue to try them out. I still want to try out those metallic ones as well. The lip product feels really nice on the lips. I think I like this color as well, like this little color combo. And then the bronzer was really nice as well. I do want to spray a little bit of the cucumber one. This is the cucumber setting spray. I liked the scent of the coconut one, so we're gonna go ahead and try out the cucumber one just to set everything. That one's very, very cucumbery. But after that, I think that's gonna do it. I was really impressed with all of the products that we tried today. I don't think there was really any of them that I didn't like. I'm quite surprised, honestly, because I thought I would for sure not like the foundation. Obviously, that's not a good shade match for me. I need to get a better shade match. We kind of made it work, but I still feel like it's pretty dark. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited about this new Wet n Wild collection? Let me know if you guys are planning on picking up any of these products, which ones you guys are most excited about, if you want to see me use them more. Let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.